Hey man, this is Kevin Smith, and you are watching Fanatics in the Fan.
A new day is upon us. A new generation built to fight. Together, we are unstoppable. Are you ready?
Return it to base. Ordnance drop inbound. The flag is ours. Please haul ass at your earliest convenience.
Now, show me what you can do.
That's right, folks. We are back. Welcome to Fanatics and the Fans. We are excited to come back to you again and talk to you about some upcoming video game stuff we got going on. I'm Hawk, and here is my crew. Oh my goodness! Let's first of all, I want to show of hands before we even get into all the fun stuff. Who is a first-person shooter type of person? Who's all about the first-person shooter?
That'll be Kesha.
I
like them. I like them. I'm not a big fan, but I do love Halo. So
I'm not a big. I'm not even. First of all, let's go to the non-first person shooters. Zach, talk to me about the trailer we just saw.
So the trailer looks fun, and from what I remember, and Kesha, correct me if I'm wrong, they're doing something a little different with this one in the fact that the multiplayer is going to be free to play, and the story mode is going to be sold as a standalone.
That is what I've heard as well.
Yes, and I think that is an interesting choice. I don't know if I agree with it. I assume that the free-to-play multiplayer will have microtransactions because that's the only thing that makes business sense. Because as popular as the story is for Halo, I mean, I do enjoy the story, while as I am a PlayStation loyalist, I can appreciate Halo, and I actually read the books back in the day. So I enjoy the story. I just don't know if buying a Halo game solely for the story, which is 10 hours max, is worth, if they're selling it full price, I don't think it's worth the full price when I can just play the multiplayer for free.
Well, it's free on Game Pass.
Okay, so there is a caveat. Okay.
Yeah,
that makes a little bit more sense.
I mean, if you buy the game, you can still get multiplayer free, but you still got to buy the game.
So
if you have Game Pass, you're already paying anyway. So, yeah.
Okay, all right. So there is a caveat. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense.
Now, Luke, talk to me about what you just saw from your point of view.
So, PvP stresses me out.
I just end up panic attacking and like shooting everywhere, and it's just it's nonsense. So my only like real Halo background and experience is red versus blue. So that's kind of the level. It looks really cool and really fun, and I'd like to watch other people play it.
And so the reason why I asked you is the original when I finally got into Halo, which I can honestly say was only like maybe 10 years ago. You could be a novice Halo player and still learn how to play, and it'd be fun.
Yeah.
And you could pick it up pretty quick.
There seem like so many mechanics.
That's where I was going with that. That game does not look as user friendly as previous Halos.
It's
It looks awesome.
It still kind of is. I'm not the biggest multiplayer guy, and I still had fun with it though. So go ahead.
No, I have my personal opinions about it. A lot of people may not agree, but back in the day, Halo was simple, right? You had like you were saying, it was simple, dodge, jump. You didn't have all the extras like you have now. You have rocket boosters, you have the grapple hook. Like a lot of that stuff, it takes away, in my opinion, again, because I'm an old school Halo person, it takes away from the actual skill that like in the enjoyment and the pride of knowing that, hey, I learned how to do this. It took skill to learn how to do this. It didn't take a grapple hook. It didn't take invis. It didn't take a random power up to get to where I'm at when my KD is at 18 and 0 or something. It's changed a ton from obviously from Bungie to 343.
I have to say that I believe that it's good to see a Halo because we just have a Call of Duty release recently because it was causing a big stir. So it's good to see Call of Duty.
The free to play.
So I mean,
oh yeah,
it was an interesting trailer. It always concerned me with the trailer is so good. Like, man, this game can't be as good as all of this.
Well, the thing about the trailer is it's a trailer for the multiplayer.
Right.
And the beta and the beta that's been out for this weekend and last weekend, it's pretty fun, even though I die a lot. It's fun. I was playing with some guys, and I don't even know how they matched up because every match is random. I don't understand how they got together, but anyway, whatever. But they were having fun killing people.
And you can still have your parties.
Yeah, these guys were just like, oh, we're gonna do this, and they joined together. I was like, okay, that's cool. But I mean, it was still fun, but it was like, okay, these guys are too good. Like the beta was like last week, I was saying, how are these guys this good? And it's only been out a day. Nobody outside of 343 or anybody in the Halo Insiders have played this beta till today, but these guys are this good already. I'm like, wait a minute. So, but it was still fun. I still had fun, even though I died a lot.
I always just say it's Ninja. Ninja killing off people. That makes me feel better.
Yeah, it's just you're running around, and it's really fun though. I mean, it's fun, and that's the purpose to me, because the last couple of multiplayer Halo matches I've had with Halo 5 and Halo 4. Halo 5 was not as fun. Halo 4 was fun, but Halo 5 was like, you guys are doing way too much. The grappling hook and stuff, I think it's cool, but the extra stuff they have in it, it's just if you get it. Because if you're playing the beta, there's the suits you have, you might have it, you might not. You never know. So it's like
figure out how to use the power-ups.
I just learned how to slide a couple of days ago. So
correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't they take some stuff from another game? Because it has Titanfall has the grappling hook and the slide thing, and they put that in Apex.
Yeah.
So they
all of these free to play shooters, they're all taken from each other, and it's like they're all still fun to play. A lot of people are still playing them. I'm not an Apex guy. I never figured out Apex. I'd never figured it out.
My thing with multiplayers like that was hanging out with my boys playing the game together.
Right.
I wasn't on them unless there was somebody on a headset that I could chill with.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's why I play World of Warcraft by myself. I don't really need nobody else to hang out with because I got to follow you around and do stuff. But, It's everybody's different. Now we're going to switch gears to a different trailer. I don't know where I'm at on this particular one. Me and Nintendo don't always get along, and you'll see the actual visual difference in a second. And I blame Zach for this.
You should.
With his glorious hair.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's go.
Is there a problem? I don't see a
Not
problem.
a problem at all. When this was announced, I was practically jumping out of my seat. Samus is back. It's in 2D. Kind of in some respects, it kind of looks like they're doing the 2.5 sort of dimensions, kind of like they did with Metroid Other M. We've got brand new antagonists with also some classic ones like Kraid. There's no way this is a miss.
Luke, tell me about what you just saw.
It looks like a lot of strategy. I like strategy. I also really like homing missiles. So it feels like I can have some fun with that.
Dre.
Oh, we got our code I think Thursday. So we'll have a review on launch day. We should. And I'm beyond I'm done. I'm ready. I'm so ready. There's too many games coming out there was too many games that came out last month that I still got to buy, and I got to still buy Metroid. Yeah, but I'm down. Yeah, Metroid. Yeah, I'm Metroid all the way.
It's about to be a broke Christmas around here.
Oh, it's my wallet needs a therapist. So
Not wrong.
Kesha.
Metroid does look up. I'm not big on platformers, but that looks really good. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
yeah.
I want to talk about the trailer more than I am the game. I can't stand when you give me a 3-dimensional trailer for a 2-dimensional game. It's a little, it gives me concern.
Well, a lot of those are cinematics though. So
see, that's where I'm headed. And all of us gamers, what people don't realize is we talk about stuff like this, and what we cannot stand is a game that has more cinematics than gameplay. And we've all played at least one game like that.
oh yeah.
It's just
Metroid is not it. I'm gonna tell you that right now. It's not it. It's man. It's
we're
just
looking forward to a great game. I think we're looking forward to
I'm just gonna say this. It's well worth whatever you pay for it.
Awesome. That's all I needed to hear.
It's well worth
I
whatever you pay
pre-ordered
for
it already, so it's kind of too late. But
yeah, it's man.
I'm looking forward to Nintendo stepping up their game too. I will say this: I've had my doubts about Nintendo for a while, so I'm looking forward to them stepping up their game because it's time. Like, hey, get in the game.
I mean, just the stuff they announced in the direct. We just talked about that on my podcast the other day. The stuff they announced in the direct. There's
I heard about the stuff in the direct.
ActRaiser, Castlevania Advanced Collection. I mean, just the ActRaiser alone was like I jumped up. I was like, oh my god! I jumped up. It's like, oh yeah. I'm all in. So I mean, it's just there's a bunch of games out there that are just worth picking up.
Yeah, no, this most recent Nintendo Direct did not miss. And speaking of a video game that didn't miss, or that a video game company rather that doesn't miss,
I've already got it loaded. I had to find the right one though, John, just so you know.
For sure.
You know, but I think this is it. Wait a minute. Hit the wrong button. As one does. Go ahead, Zach.
Shin Megami Tensei 5. So for those of you who are watching right now that don't know, it is created by Atlas and was the precursor of its arguably more popular sister series, Persona. With that said, Shin Megami Tensei is a phenomenal series that never really, in my opinion, got the credit it deserved until recently when Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne HD came out, which was really good. For those of you who haven't checked it out, I highly recommend it. But the new one, Shin Megami Tensei 5, I think looks phenomenal. If you love JRPGs like myself, you'll love it from what I can tell. I don't see this one being a miss. If it is, I'll be very disappointed. But yeah, I'm pretty stoked.
Lou.
So it looks fun. I don't know.
Well, so the reason why I call you, because I know this is not a series that you know. You got Zach, who's an extremist, but you've got a parent and a gamer over here that is making decisions based on Zach and a trailer. Tell me what you think about what you saw.
I think that it has that fun intensity that you look for in a game, like to have suck you in and be immersive. And it looks like it's going to be something that would be, fun to try, fun to play.
Cassie?
That looks absolutely amazing. I love JRPGs. I love RPGs. So I'm super excited. I didn't even know about it until tonight. And I definitely want to get it. It looks absolutely awesome.
Now, Jay, we were just talking about a previous Nintendo game. Do these last few releases tell us, hey, Nintendo has really decided to come to the table this Christmas. You don't have to worry about us no more. We are back with a vengeance.
Well, and I'm probably going to be getting this game for my kids. Like, they're going to flip out.
Right.
Well, make sure they're at least 13 because there's a lot of stuff in there. I mean, it's like the game is amazing. Shin Megami Tensei is a great series. I mean, the games are phenomenal. This one does not disappoint, even though a lot of the my fellow journalists will go, "Oh, it looks like a PS2 game." I'm like, shut up. Anyway, it's a great.
It does got a Final Fantasy feel to it. Not gonna lie.
Oh no, it's Shin Megami Tensei is it's its own island. I don't know how to, even Persona is its own island. Persona is not like any other game you've played before.
Right.
Just like, I mean, oh my God, it's well worth it. Nintendo's been at the table. Just there's two other companies that have been hogging the conversation.
I think 2022 is probably going to, and I'm curious if you would agree with this, Andre. 2022, I think, is going to be Nintendo's year. I mean, we've got Bayonetta 3.
Dude, I was done when they said that. I was like, "Oh, this is Bayonetta." First 10 seconds, I was like, "Oh, this is Bayonetta." I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm
Bayonetta
done.
3, the Breath of the Wild sequel. We've got the new Kirby game. I don't know. I personally see, unless, did we get a release date for Final Fantasy 16 yet?
I did not see one yet.
I don't think we have.
Not yet.
So, I mean, unless Sony busts out either Final Fantasy 16 or Final Fantasy 7 Part 2, I don't see this not being, or next year not being Nintendo's personally.
Yeah.
If Breath of the Wild comes out if they announce it before the summer, yeah.
Yeah, well, they already announced it, just not release date.
Well, I mean, when did they announce the release date before the summer? Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, I mean, the direct, I mean, everything that's coming out this year and next year for Nintendo is top notch. Plus, there's always these surprises where they just throw stuff out and you're like, what in the world is this? And you get all this
surprises. Here's a game. I'm going to play you guys a trailer. We're going to talk about the trailer and what we see, even though this game, not mistaken, is almost 2 years old. But we found it on accident. So we wanted to share it with the fans because
Really?
It looks like it's worth playing. Come on, we've all got at least one game that we love that we found on accident. Mine is Star Siege. Okay, that's how old I am.
Oh, okay.
But
Right now, I got Witcher Thronebreaker. It's like a card strategy.
Oh yeah.
I like it a lot.
well, here's one for the fans and for us to discuss real quick.
Oh.
Oh, wait a minute. Sorry. Got to.
What is Eternum? The substance of legends. The pulse of adventure. The glory of triumph. Eternum is life eternal. And death incarnate. What is Eternum? The fires of destruction, rage and malice. Eternum is the truth behind nightmares. What is Eternum? That depends on you.
So we're a little late to the game on that one, but let's talk about what we saw, what we think of it.
That looked like so much fun. I would really love that. It looks like so it looks like world building and adventuring, and that's yeah. That looks like a lot of fun.
I will say, and this to its credit, for massive MMORPGs, this isn't unheard of, but I have heard that the queue times for like raids and like group events are like obscenely long.
I was gonna ask if it was an MMO because I know it showed all
It
the
is.
classes. So.
A lot of people have played. A lot of my friends are already playing it, and I've been watching them stream it, and it looks fun. I'm just kind of over MMOs right now because I was playing.
You guys, and so once I figured out what it was, I knew I was gonna have to get a chance to ask this question. Have we as nerds, and I just meant this group of people here, not completely far, obviously because you guys are talking about long wait time. Is there a point where you outgrow some of the things? Like I know I don't play WoW anymore at all. I don't. I'm not a WoW player. Do you outgrow that phase of your gaming life?
I stopped playing WoW because I developed a problem. It wasn't because I grew out of it. I just there was a point in my life where that's just all I did. But I feel like I would like to get back into Final Fantasy 15. I was actually there at the ground floor when it just first started, and to see how much and I just stopped playing it probably about a year after it came out, just because I couldn't justify the monthly payments.
Right.
And I think that's what turns me away from most MMOs.
Same.
But
$15 a month.
Yeah, that's just something I just can't.
Yeah, I couldn't do it.
It's never just $15 a month if you're playing more than one game.
Exactly.
Right.
But if they went the Elder Scrolls Online route, where it's a one-time payment and then you have to buy obviously the expansions, and there's microtransactions involved. But if the base version is just like a one-time payment, I would definitely do that, and it's seeming to work for Elder Scrolls Online. So I'm curious to see if other MMOs would be more apt to adopt that strategy.
Then Zach, I will advise you of not going to Google and going, what is WoW Classic?
You get up to level 28.
Yeah. WoW Classic is, people are jumping back into WoW,
Okay.
WoW Classic, and it's consuming their lives.
Okay, I'll
I had to. That's why I had to stop. Blizzard sent me when I followed WoW for, I don't know, probably 6 years, going to conventions, seeing the game, seeing what it was going to turn into. And then I'm like, oh man, this looks awesome. This is cool. And then they send me everything. They send me a whole year. They send me the game. I get the whole thing. I'm playing it for a year. And I'm like, oh my God, 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 oh my God. And then I went, I don't have time.
Yeah.
Even if they pay for it, I don't have time. So I had to step away. And that's why I can't play them now. I just don't have time. I can't do a 4-hour raid. I just can't do it. It's not.
Yeah, I couldn't. So I just recently discovered raids like in 2020. The things that you learned in COVID.
Right.
And I wouldn't have learned if it wasn't for a girl. And I had fun, but it wasn't for me. I just rather run around doing the quest by myself more than I did going around doing them with other people. This is how I was. But I don't know if I could get into a new one. If I'm not into WoW, I'm sure not gonna get into a new one. But good luck to the people who created New World, because it looks from a WoW person.
Watch somebody stream it. It's crazy.
It looks amazing.
It's fun. It looks fun. I'm like, I just can't. I just don't have the time. I don't. My gaming life is. I'm supposed to play and I don't get a chance to play. So I mean, that just tells you how crazy it is.
Speaking of fun, Luke's going to tell us about something happening in December.
Yes, I am. It is Geekmas. It is the holiday con in the Ozarks, and it is going to be December 11th at Relics Event Center from 10 to 6, and we are going to have food trucks there, and we're going to have some amazing guests there. And we're going to have a video game center, and we're going to have a tabletop game center, and it's going to be so much fun. And we've got some really, really cool guests coming in for it as well.
I was about to ask about that. Didn't you say there was somebody that's really cool that's going to be there?
So last week we talked about Charles Massant. And Luke, do you remember who our very amazing photo guest is?
Have Francis Mr. Mouse, and that's going to be a lot of fun. There'll be a photo set up and everything.
all the selfies.
All of the selfies, all of the selfies, all of the hashtag Geekmas 2021.
You already know. It's going to get viral.
That's right, Geekmas 2021. And you can find us at Fanatics and the Fan on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And I am Hawk. And for Zach, Kesha, Andre, and Luke, this has been Fanatics and Fan.
Hey, this is Dave DeSmolch, and you're at Planet Comic-Con Kansas City, and you are listening to Fanatics and the Fan. Thanks for tuning in.